Throughout the pandemic, thousands of nonprofits have had to pivot or shut down at various points due to public health rules. But with restrictions easing, many community groups once again making this plea. Please help.
People just take them out of the top.
At the Scarborough Centre for Healthy Communities, Robin Phillips is one of the essential volunteers who brings the Meals on Wheels program to life.
I graduated to senior in the fall, so I thought, well, now I don't have to keep looking for a job. And I wanted to do something.
The program brings meals mainly to seniors and those with disabilities, two groups of people particularly hard hit by the effects of the pandemic.
It's people that need help, and I feel I'm supplying a service.
But when COVID-19 arrived, volunteer coordinator Lori Beasley says the center's staff had to make extraordinary arrangements to bridge the gap when it wasn't safe for volunteers to visit various buildings, especially with many being seniors. But otherwise,
we don't have any staff running or delivering the meals out to the community. It is all volunteer dependent, and if we didn't have our volunteers on an ongoing basis, then this program would not be able to run.
Complicating matters for the organization has been a growing demand during COVID-19. They're operating 10 to 12 routes a day now, up from 6 to 8. But community need isn't unique to the center and the people it serves. Volunteer Toronto Executive Director Joanne McKiernan said pre-pandemic, the city's 14,000 nonprofits relied on approximately 1.6 million volunteers to operate.
Volunteers have been the folks behind delivering Meals on Wheels, responding to crisis calls, supporting vaccine clinics, helping to support those who have been worst affected by the pandemic.
Aside from delivering needed programs, she says easing government restrictions allows people to break feelings of isolation.
There's definitely a lot of excitement about restrictions receding over the coming months. And so we're going to definitely see an increase in volunteers for sport programs and festivals and fairs and after school programs, and an increase in folks who are able to get back into the healthcare and senior support environment.
Meanwhile, back in Scarborough, as Phillips heads out to drive her route,
I know that I'm really helping in a way that the person can't do it themselves.
Beasley appeals for extra hands to help, especially from businesses and employees looking to focus on community engagement.
A lot of our volunteers say that they actually get more out of it than they expected to. They feel that they're really contributing to the community. A lot of them say, I'm really surprised that I've learned so much.
For more on this story, go to citynews.ca. In Toronto for City News, I'm Nick Westoll.